This is Giulia Tofana. She was an Italian woman who lived in the 1600s. She was thought to have been born in Palermo and died in Rome, but not a lot is known about her background. However, what she is famous for is her concoction called Aqua Tofana, because Giulia Tofana was an alchemist and poisoner, and Aqua Tofana is a very famous poison that may have been invented by Giulia Tofana's mother, and was distributed by Giulia to a bunch of different women all over Italy who wanted to kill their husbands. Back then, divorce was pretty much not heard of anywhere. It was just not a really thing that happened. So if women were stuck in an abusive or otherwise bad relationship, they didn't have many options. So oftentimes, it didn't take them long to decide. Their husbands had to die. So that is where Aqua Tofana and Giulia Tofana came in, because she had a network of a few women throughout Italy that distributed these poisons to women in bad marriage situations. So these women bought this Aqua Tofana mixture and turned their husbands into a missing person who nobody missed at all. Now, the exact proportions of Aqua Tofana aren't really that well known, but the ingredients are mainly arsenic and lead, and sometimes belladonna, which comes from deadly nightshade. And it was described as being tasteless, scentless, and pretty much untraceable. So these women got away with it very easily. So even if authorities think she did it, they just can't prove it because no body, no crime. So what these women did, they got this Aqua Tofana from whatever supplier, maybe even Giulia Tofana herself, and then slipped a little something into his meal that no lawman was ever gonna find. And then, boom, dead husband, no more problems. And widows were a lot more respected than single women or divorcees, so pretty much, unless they remarried, they were pretty well taken care of. Sometimes they had sons or fathers or brothers that were an issue, but overall, widows were a lot freer, treated a lot better. And they didn't have an abusive husband to worry about, so there's that. While not a whole lot is actually known about Giulia Tofana herself, she is credited with Aqua Tofana, its distribution, and the murder of multiple men all throughout Italy in the 1600s. So she really did help a lot of women out of bad situations, you know, save a little trouble for the next girl, and helped deal with abusive or just overall bad husbands. And as far as I could find, she wasn't caught, and really not a lot was known about these poisonings until after her death, when her kind of distribution system was caught, but that was a little bit later after she was already out of the picture. Honestly, good for her. Girl's girl, helping the ladies out.